Stream should be live.
Yo.
We gaming.
Oh, Ninja, did you see the list I sent about the rooms? I don't know if that works. I don't know if you or maybe you're working by a different set list of rooms. When you're saying about I had like 6 available rooms for the temple, I assume.
I'll work with it. I think something's bugged. There's a lot of weird artifacts on screen. Can you reload the table?
Oh yeah.
Could be at my end. I might have to leave and come back in if it's still weird.
See.
Let me find out.
Oh my.
Much better.
Are you long? Hey, long.
Yeah, I am on.
Are you playing like standing next to the 4-1?
No.
You have a lot when your mic is on. There's like a
I
big.
heard about the 401 crash out.
When you're talking, there's a big background. Again, noise like cars are driving behind you.
I have a fan on running at 2000 RPM.
No, that's probably it.
High
Hey, leave him
powered.
alone. He's inside an airline engine.
The wind turbine.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out if his laptop is aerodynamic right now.
It's not that bad, really. I promise. I don't want you to be self-conscious.
Timeout, disconnect. That's not good.
Was this connected?
I was trying to throw a bunch of stuff in a bag and it kicked me out.
What's the temperature over here? Minus 12 Celsius.
I wonder what that
That's
would be
pretty
in
bad.
Fahrenheit. Gotta do some conversion.
I don't know. Fahrenheit doesn't make sense to me.
Weird imperial values. Harump.
Yep. Yeah, somebody was probably like just dipping in his balls in a cold pool, looking up numbers.
Is the server crashed? I'm having trouble getting in.
You might be right. You might have fucked it up. Yeah, tabletop just crashed for me.
High quality.
Does everyone have their Steam up to date and their tabletop up to date?
Pretty sure yes.
Steam last week had an update.
I just started it today, but I'll.
It doesn't always auto.
Since it is, checked it. Just play it.
Just double
How
check.
do you how do you check for the game if it's up to date?
Yeah, but I don't have any updates for.
Check for Steam client updates. Steam client up to date. Downloads.
These are the results of the upgrade to the game engine.
Yeah.
Table is loading now. Yes, we have like a corrupt file, which is, always possible.
Maybe instead of putting it in a bag, I should just hit the delete button on all the items there. All right, maybe Chris, maybe you should do this. My objective was to take this
Yeah.
brown bag here
Yeah.
and to unlock things that are over here and put them in the bag, like this
Stuff on the table here.
board and these
Everything's
figurines.
locked on.
Now some of these are player characters, and you're gonna want to keep these. That's you, and this is Ringsight, and this is Morg, and here's an Orin. The rest can go in the bag. Okay, so then the next step would be to shrink the board a little bit and then throw that in the bag too. Leave that to you because it crashed the game when I tried to do it. All right, that's good. That's good. We can keep the other ones. Yeah. Bam.
You have lines on this here.
Maybe not. I hit the delete all button, but they didn't go away.
The lines?
Yeah.
They look like they're locked or something.
You know what? These are objects. Yeah, they are locked, and they are objects. I thought they were drawn lines, but no.
That's weird.
I think we were
they
using
should
them
be-
to mark the location of cracks in the ground, because you catch the earthquake on
Oh,
that
yeah.
town.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of us.
All right. This time we actually have everybody's figurine on the board. We don't have to go digging for them. But they were on this board all along. It gets complicated. I've got like 2 Kern region boards because it crashed the one time and I had to load a second one. So I guess the other one doesn't work now. I loaded this one instead. Wonderfully buggy, this game. Tabletop simulator.
Well, we have a lot going on to it. Like, you know, what is it here?
We sure do.
281 things to load when it comes in.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because, and we've been deleting a shitload of stuff over the year.
Yeah, if I zoom out, it's a lot. There's just a whole lot of things and stuff. I mean, it's mostly in bags. It doesn't load into memory. Every bag is a clone of the other bags, so that's just one object loaded into memory, basically.
My dog just fucking farting. Oh my god. Oh god, that one.
Well, that sounds awful.
It's a stinker.
Alright, so... Are you still in tier currently? Is that where we left off?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
finishing. We were finishing the few things. Yeah.
Because most of the adventure is here in the Kern region on this map.
I thought we were having people like teleport into that one fire temple.
Yeah, the main objective of going to tier was to tell everybody in the fire temple that there's a new temple and they need to move all the people and resources from tier and then teleport them to Hogale. And they're setting up shop and beginning construction of the new temple in Hogale now. So at any point you could move from the tier map to the Hogale ruins, and from there you can go to any of the locations in the Kern region and continue your quests. One of many.
Yeah. Yeah. We well, long couldn't make it yesterday, but we had a like a war room conversation for the future.
Yeah, I was eating dinner when you guys invited me. I thought we were doing it earlier.
No, we can. Let's see what we can make it do.
Where's the Saren place?
This is the old map, huh, Ninja?
Yeah.
Are you using this or?
Well, if you want the new one, just look up.
Okay, so I think our idea is to have messengers to reach all of the leaders from these camps, and we want to meet all together in one spot for a meeting.
Weren't we already doing that in Ravage?
I guess,
Yeah,
but it's
that was
not
the
in the way.
objective.
It's not in the way, and we're like to visit all of those like separately, but we just need them to come and meet us.
My religion has rangers in it, right?
Rangers?
Yeah.
I don't think a ranger would count. I mean, they can't cast clerical spells. They're more like druid magic, aren't they?
I know my cult had some. What was it? Bards? Was it bards I'm thinking of?
Could be.
For like for what?
I wanna grab a few of them and have them do it.
Ah, there we go. It's trying to get rid of the cloud.
Yeah, we would like to invite everyone to, I guess, Ravish, Ninja, and have them meet us at in a short period of time here, like giving them enough of time to gather their guards and what they need to come and meet us.
All right. Well, you've heard that the leader of Ravage has some sway with the other bandit lords and could call a meeting of the bandit lords, which would be the perfect opportunity to plead your case and do a little bit of diplomacy or intimidation, whatever the case might be.
Yep.
I
And we're
was
gonna.
say, yeah,
I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna send them like a gift of 3 gold for each town. To be able to finance those trips, and you can keep the rest.
All right. Let's see. Let me try
How
to
many
do a
towns
little
is it?
mental
1, 2,
recap
3,
here.
4,
You have
5, 10.
you've destroyed Spoil with an earthquake, 2 earthquakes in
I
fact.
wrote, I wrote
Completely.
this stuff down.
Spoil is
Mhm.
obliterated. You intimidated the leader of Ravish, but you let her live.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Akiva is still there.
Wrath. I forget. You went to Wrath, didn't you?
We didn't really go to
No.
Wrath.
No.
Urukite Templar.
Oh, you know what it
Urukite,
was? You encountered the band of tax collectors that were on the road harassing the merchant caravan of House Azith.
Yeah, and we
You
questioned
can't-
it.
We've yet to encounter the halflings or the village of Pillage.
Yeah.
Well, I think we went to Pillage. We didn't go to Pillage
You
at
did
any
not?
point and talked to, like Thrycreen or something there.
You never went to Pillage, and you never talked to the dwarves of Kelslot or Foul Puddle. You went to the ruins of Buried City after you defeated the bandits of Spoil, because you found out that their leader Densis, the Defiler, was getting his power from the Buried City, and that's also where you found the God Spark of Magoobliet, the goblin god of war.
Now, Densis is in where is this? Elderic now?
Yeah, he has fled to his master in Elderic.
Licking his wounds.
Yeah, licking his wounds, but saying that it was all your fault, and he put all the blame on you and said that you were conspiring against his master.
Yeah, well, what are you expecting from a defiler?
How long until they all get to Ravish?
Well, if you're sending messengers with money right now, it would probably take them a few days.
I would
Well,
like to repeatedly cast control weather.
All right, gonna
Well,
improve the
that
weather
won't-
in the region. It's a pretty big area.
Yeah, that's you won't be able to cover enough.
Now, I have a
I
question.
meant over. Hmm.
This came from our meeting yesterday, and that is that okay. So before we go into this meeting, we have a plan of how we're going to economically anchor the bandit kingdoms. So the Troll Grave Chasm there. I'm guessing Trollbone is sought after, worthwhile. The trolls there are all undead, and from what I've gleaned about the Troll Grave Chasm, is there a way for us to really pacify that? Like make it into something that could be mined and, turned into a sort of industry for the Bandit Kingdoms?
There's bound to be something there. It used to be a city. Cities have resources, water supplies, treasures. Think of the treasures you could obtain in the ruins of an old city.
Do you think, Ninja, could we go and explore it while our messengers reaches these towns? These guys prepare for a long trip and get to Ravish.
Sure.
Now, maybe you don't have that already planned out. It doesn't have to be.
What, going to Trollgrave? Oh, I planned that
Yeah.
months ago.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. I think it
So-
might be worth it.
Before we go into an actual meeting, I want to bring this topic up with you, and maybe you can give me a reality check on this. I'm going to go ahead and just point out our plan about dealing with the Bandit Kingdoms before we even say it. So, we were hoping to find something, some industry to anchor the Bandit Kingdoms to, because right now there's just a bunch of like bandits and warriors, and they need something to give them gainful employment besides just, oh, go subsistence farm, right? So what I was thinking of is the troll chasm there, troll grave chasm, where they could go ahead and find either troll bone or just old things there, and then if we needed to, Kelslot would be able to, like, if Ravish, you know, Akiva's people, who apparently are just bad at banditry, they're just not strong enough to go ahead and bully anyone around except for the undead elves. But they could maybe be good enough scouts and thieves to go through the Troll Cave Chasm and come back with loot. They then sell to Kelslot, who then fashions things into more. It may be, you know, racist for me to assume that dwarves have good craftsmanship abilities, but I don't know if that's the case in Dark Sun. But that was kind of the idea.
We've seen their engineering like prowess before, a very long time ago, but they were building some pretty intricate like metallurgic gears and stuff like that.
Well, when you were in Ravish, you probably saw quite a few of the guards. So the typical bandit warrior from Ravish was not an impressive warrior. They had padded armor. They had a simple caracal, which is, you know, a bone weapon. It does a decent amount of damage. But they didn't look like an individual bandit warrior who would pose any threat to a troll. Like, they would die. They would die immediately.
Okay. Well, I would figure that they wouldn't be engaging with the trolls. It would be just sneaking around and then escaping. Can they be faster than
What
trolls?
exactly you meant by like bandits and rogues? Because I don't know if you meant the class, or if they're just some guys who steal things from people with like a club.
Okay, so they do have a number of legitimate actual, like, rogue the class, and they're a little more skilled than the typical bandit warrior. These would be Akiva's, like, elite guard, right? Her elite guard, they do have some decent studded leather armor and some good dexterity, and they
You're not
use
dealing with the average bandit warrior anymore.
crossbows that do decent damage, like masterwork, decent crossbows. But they're more effective against humans, obviously. Like, an undead troll is not going to care that it has a bunch of regular crossbow bolts in it. It regenerates like crazy. And the rogues, if they get caught, if they actually get into combat, they're likely to die. Because even their sneak attack is unlikely to kill one of these trolls outright.
Well, but can they be faster than a troll?
Well,
Yeah,
they do
can
have
just,
they do have
disengage, dash.
+9 stealth with advantage. And they can disengage and dash to run away, potentially. But these trolls, they're very quick.
Can we first off, before we think about all this, like I think we might want to go see what is going on in the troll grave. We might have to bless the land. You know, we might have to save it for them to be able to get in there.
What?
And get something out of it.
What rogue subclass are these elites?
I'm not sure that we need to know that information.
Yeah, I basically just have, like, a monster stat block, not a full character class stat block. So, I mean, technically they're like a 6th level rogue, but they don't have any of the subclass information listed. They would basically just be making regular attacks with some sneak attack damage.
I was hoping for a better sense of vibes, so I could get what they're about.
What are they about? Banditry. So, okay, everybody in Akiva's group, they came from Drage. These are Dragon ex-slaves. So, these are, like, Aztec warriors who have fled their society, which is all about slavery, but they probably retain a lot of the typical Dragon ideas about human sacrifice and what to do with your enemies, which is enslave them. So
They got bones in their nose and their ears and
Is
crazy
there
tattoos
anything
everywhere.
else about Dragon culture that they retained?
they're fairly like brutal with a very warrior culture, and banditry
Anything
is how
else?
they live, and they really hate halflings and orichalcra and surins. They're very like
Actually,
opposed to the non-humans.
can I make an argument about one more thing? Based
What?
on the map that you had there, and what we saw about Dredge, not that I was actually there, but maybe I've heard this, Oren has heard this, is they are rather skilled farmers.
That's true. So
Right.
Dredge is built on a mud flat, and they produce an incredible amount of wheat, which they export all over the place. So Dredge is, I don't know, what's the analogy to the real world? They're like the breadbasket of something.
Yeah, they're the-
So actually, that changes things. Ravish should no longer. Okay, we just need to really convince them that really it's time for you guys to bring your farming skills from Dredge to
As it
yeah.
as it stands, they're just kind of a shite imperium.
Now, one interesting thing about that group there is they use halfling slaves as bloodhounds. So they have
No.
they have halfling slave trackers that they use to hunt people down for their bandit raids.
No.
So if you're looking for some
Oh,
halflings, you can find some in Ravish.
Is there anywhere in the Bandit Kingdom, looking at this map, if this is the actual map we're going to use, is there anything that would be better soil-wise? Because I'm looking at just sand here, right? Like, or
Yeah,
is the
that's
Scorpion
a
Plains also?
Ravish is a sandy wasteland. It's banditry. Well, it's even worse than that. It's a rocky badland, so it's more rock than soil. You're not going to grow a whole lot there unless it's something hardy that can grow in rocky lands.
There's a bit of greenery over here north of Athens, well, on this old map, anyway.
Well, is it too close to Winter's Nest? Am I looking at like the barrier wastes over there?
Oh no, Winters is all the way over here, like, it's very far away.
You're talking about this little mountainous region right here?
Oh, these are mountains? I assumed that they were,
Well-
like, similar to these greens. I thought they were...
I guess these are hills. There's probably some scrub in there, cacti and low bushes in among the hills. You will find some plant life here and there all over the place, even in the desert areas. There's going to be something, but this is Athos. It's going to be very sporadic. And the glowing desert here, it's called that for a reason, because it is a brutal patch of land where there's not much arable land. The best land for farming here is actually Ket. Ket does a ton of farming close to the Silt Sea. They actually have a mud flat similar to Dradge, and they're like a sort of
Where is
subsidiary town. Ket is at the bottom of this map here.
What village is closest to it?
It's near Azith's Rest. You pass it on the way to Azith's Rest. You guys have flown over it every time without interacting with them at all.
Okay.
Hmm.
Am I to understand that there's a big mud flat in the middle of the Trollgrave Chasm?
It's a little different than what it appears on that map. I think I've shown this to you before, but I'm going to bring up the Trollgrave map again. So this is, if you look on the stream, you can see it, or I don't know, I can drop it in the Discord as well.
No, I can get there. There I go.
Alright, so it's an abstraction, but the Trollgrave Chasm is like a crater with a blasted city in the middle, with a bit of a castle at the very center of it. But getting to the castle would be too dangerous for most people. Everybody avoids this area.
How far is the chasm?
So it varies a little bit. So on this map, it looks like the Trollgrave Chasm is right smack in the middle of all of the bandit groups, but That's actually insane because they would all be dead. So, I actually prefer the other map and the way it puts the Trollgrave very far away from that. So, on the other map, they actually moved the Trollgrave from where it's located on this map, and they moved it all the way to the northeast, way even beyond Buried City, and above New Kern. So, it's way out of the way. They put it off in the distance in the middle of nowhere to make sure that you would not encounter it, because it is a place that is incredibly awful.
Well, how far is that in our ship?
I mean, you're trying to set up the bandit thing, so I want to say it's a bunch of days. But
All right. Well,
Yeah, like a week or something like that.
it's going to take a while for these messengers that you've hired to travel to all of the bandit towns and deliver the message, and then for those bandits to travel to Ravage from wherever they're located. So that's going to take a bunch of days too. So because your airship is generally faster and can move more directly, you can probably do it.
Let's do that. That will, and more guests to explore that area as well for his own mission.
Yeah. The druids would like to know exactly what is the condition of the Trollgrave Chasm. Can the soil be recultivated? Is there plant life there that can be protected? You know, the old wise mentor druid that has taken in Morg and made him the new master of druids. He would very much like you to continue his life's work to chart all of these awful locations and see if they can be fixed.
That might be yeah, that would be great. If that was the case, that would be fantastic. That would help us with our negotiation.
Well, Morg, what would you do? You think that's a possibility? That can some patch of land be revitalized to make a place where they can grow?
I mean, we've been using the Seed of Life already on the kind of outskirts of Tyr, which, if I'm not mistaken, were also parts of the land, and that were also defiled at some point during the big war.
Yeah.
Might be able to make some sacrifices too, to make to bring life back to the land. We've done that on Tyr before. That's how we we started pretty much.
Okay. One of these places, I'm trying to look it up here. You said that there was just a lot of water clerics in this current region. I'm trying to find out where it was in our notes.
As
That's
it's
the
rest.
last stone. Yeah, as it's rest. That's where we got our friend to join us here last week.
Yeah, you
Okay.
picked up a cleric.
Yeah.
Clarice of Azith.
Azeth's Rest is not going to like them coming to Azeth's Rest, but is there a way that we could go ahead and maybe set up a... Okay, they would be almost in a tithe system, like a they are renting out Azeth's Rest water clerics to make an arable land patch. Some parcels of arable land out by Ravish. And then Ravish would be the place where the farming gets done so that they can feed all these bandit kingdoms out here. Because every one of them has to have something that's their thing. Ravage will be the capital of the bandit kingdoms. We already have that established. There was a name that I don't have written down as the guy who basically is the bandit leader of Ravage, who basically was our kind of de facto leader. He wanted to, before we even got there, he was trying to unite the bandit kingdoms.
His name is Talid. Talid is a mole gladiator from Rom.
Where's my note? There it is.
Talid. Talid. He's a big, tough badass. Probably leads by example and has a bunch of tough gladiator-type Romites. Alright, so everybody has traveled from Tyr to the Fire Temple, through the teleportation circle, to Hogele, from Hogele to the airship. Once on the airship, you travel northward towards the Trollgrave. You fly, and you fly. Let's find out what the weather's like.
How possible is it to have the Bandit Kingdoms unite, like actually moving closer together?
Well, most
Like,
of
they're all
them...
established out there.
Well, like,
ahead.
Spoil has been completely destroyed, so any stragglers from Spoil would have to go somewhere. So that's one way.
We could
It's
just
just-
keep blowing the bottom up.
Hey, you guys have to live together and play nice. Here's how we're gonna make it happen.
No, we did leave their slaves alive and gave them that land to harvest it if they wanted to.
Alright. It's an extremely hot day, and it's real windy. And then night falls. So it's windy, maybe too windy to navigate the skies.
Can I change the environment a little bit?
Control winds.
Alright.
Control weather.
You cast your Control Wind spell, and you begin changing
Butterfly
the wind.
cast Control winds.
It takes a while, right? So a little bit of time will pass
Control
before
weather
it's...
and control winds are different.
I think it's hours.
Ah, yeah, that's right. You need to do the stronger control weather to control it over a region, right?
I'm not controlling it. He said it's too windy to fly, so I'll just keep recasting. Control winds doesn't take long to cast.
Yeah, I guess you could counteract certain winds if you just keep casting it.
I do control weather. I make it less hot by one of the things level, and I also make it less wind by one.
Yeah, Butterfly can just cast Control winds infinitely and it takes an action.
Okay.
Alright. Well, dropping it down to moderate wind helps a lot. Individual controlling the wind might protect you in a specific instance of, like, a severe gust that could capsize the ship or whatever, but I feel like over the long haul, this 8th level weather control spell is, like, way better at controlling the weather conditions. So, you travel, and let's find out if there are encounters.
Then you can also concentrate on it for an hour after he casts it.
Alright. You see some birds.
Copper?
They are not bird men. These are just regular birds, maybe vultures, feeding on carrion. I don't suppose anybody
like
wants
these
to
creatures.
hunt a vulture or something. The option is there. Maybe one of the people on the crew will tie a string to an arrow and try to catch some lunch.
I don't stop
Oh,
them. I'm just gonna
just
let
six.
the vultures.
Oh,
Patwang! He rolls a 6 and the bird evades the shot. He reels in his arrow. Alright, now that we've established you're not going to die on the trip, we can get to the troll grave.
If only I could put the vultures in a Pokeball.
Okay, I'm sorry. What you said really changes everything because the map that I'm looking at is not the actual reality. The Trollgrave Chasm is way past New Kern, right? It's not actually here.
No, no, it would kill everybody in the area if it was that close.
So we could just go ahead and do the diplomacy, the charter basically plan for Ravage with Talid um, as the quote unquote, de facto bandit king, um, and get that whole thing going on without going to Trollgrave.
Well, the idea was that it's going to take days for all of the bandit lords to get the message and arrive at the location. So you've got time to kill, and in that time, you're going to go explore. Because it's more side quest to explore the Trollgrave, at least. You can
Is
go,
it? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You can go there for other reasons, too, but it is...
I didn't realize that it was an important thing to Morg. Got it.
What do we know about Troll?
Well, so far you've heard that it's a blasted area that you should avoid because the trolls that are there, their claws have a magical necrotic effect that'll rot your flesh.
Oh,
And
those guys.
if you go to Azith's Rest, they sell special magic items that protect against the effect.
We should probably go grab some of those.
I bought one before we left the first
That
time.
was smart.
Yeah, same.
It's called a Troll Fighter Amulet Ring Piercing Bracelet or Belt. You can get it in any of 5 forms. So if you have your slots filled, you can probably find somewhere to put one of those items on. And they cost 35 gold pieces each, which is expensive, but you can afford it. And it doesn't do a lot, but if you're wearing it, it doesn't require any of your attunement slots, and it protects you against 3 points of magic necrotic damage per hit. And it has the added benefit that the trolls cannot sense you with their keen smell ability.
Yes.
So it gives you a little bit of invisibility, especially if you're a sneaky type, which Orin picked up on that and grabbed it right away.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 big risks. The trolls will smell you, they will hunt you, and if they get their claws into you, it will rot your flesh.
Freaking lepers.
Yeah, that's a bad way to go. Okay, so we're not dealing with Bandit Kingdoms right now. We're going to Trollgrave. We're going to investigate what's inside there. And once that's done, once we've figured out Trollgrave, and then we go talk to the Bandit Kingdoms, we are tying this place up in a nice, neat bow. Densis may return, but going to Eldorik to go ahead and fight him would be playing into his hands to say that, yeah, we're coming to take on the Sorcerer King there, and we're not.
Let him conspire and throw himself against us.
Indeed. And so we march. And we fly.
We
Sail.
Let's see if I uploaded this
sail to-
image.
The Trollgrave Chasm.
I'd like to put that on a board if I could.
What do you guys do when you're feeling bloated?
They make pills for that. Beano, Gas X.
We-
Roll around, change positions, let it out.
Burn.
Do we need to move any of this table off?
Hey, Chris. I would like to put an image on a board. Chris?
Yep.
All right. The second link that I just dropped there, like not,
Yep.
it's their choice, but the second one is uploaded to Imgur, so you can grab the link from that one and put it on the board on the table, please.
Import. There we go.
Bueno.
Ooh.
Hold on. There we go. Embiggen. Rotate.
Bigger.
Embiggen. More embiggen. Okay. Perfect. Alright. I'm going to zoom right in on this image and use that while I'm describing. You fly towards the Trollgrave Chasm. It takes days to arrive at the location. Spatial distortions. The new map has made the position of the Trollgrave further, more distant than it was before. So, you arrive. You see a crater. That's the first thing you'll see, an enormous crater. And there's a bunch of things sticking up out of the crater, but the crater is filled with a greenish mist. The massive crater is miles across. Outside the crater, an imposing climb up a massive mountain of silt and sharp rocks. Within the crater, strange glowing fog drifts across the lowlands, obscuring the ground from your view. So even if you pull out some sort of looking glass, or if you have like a super keen vision, you're not going to be able to detect much from the sky.
I feel like we should probably not set down the airship
Nope.
in a dangerous position.
Now, you can see that there are ruins that are sticking up out of the greenish fog. Now, most of the buildings are blasted to their foundations with nothing to show but some rubble and brick. In some places, a bit of building survived. A few larger, tougher structures withstood whatever happened here. The area is divided in concentric rings. The crater wall is the outer ring. The lowlands covered in greenish fog is the next ring in. Then there is the city ruins is the next inner ring. And then at the very heart of the crater is the remnants of a castle which miraculously withstood the blast of whatever tremendous sorcerer king level magics hit this place.
We're gonna feel some chills in our back right there.
Yeah.
Now we should
Is
fly
this
down.
like cathedral-like building outside of the castle also there?
So there's several locations that you could hone in on. There's the central castle, that's one location. There's the intact part of the city, that's another location. And then, if I ping it, there's this plateau.
that.
And that is
That's what I
also a
was looking at.
location. If you want to go check that out, you can check that out. There is a plateau rising above the fog. It looks like it would make a good landing platform, in fact.
I was kind of thinking that exactly.
Yeah,
But we don't have to actually land, right? We don't have to land. We can just,
Yeah, you could hover and then
Grab-
descend to it.
you're right, with our...
I'm gonna get the crew's opinion.
The crew is terrified. They don't want to go anywhere near this place.
I'm
Yeah.
going to get the butterfly's opinion.
Every time you go into town here, there's bards telling awful tales about avoiding the Trollgrave Chasm. The trolls will
I
eat your
guess
children.
This is kind of the same thing as like, all right, gang, we're going to Dracula's castle.
Yep.
Yep.
Welcome to Castlevania.
Chill,
go.
you feel like
Like
just
kids.
control weather. Don't worry about it. We're hardened adventurers.
We'll have our bards on board of the ship, sing songs of our strength and how they should trust us, and we're going on quite the adventure.
Actually, I would like to. Well, do we even have? Do they have painters? I mean, there's no canvas really. Well, I could put it on a skin, I suppose. You know what? I'd like to hire a somebody to take some kind of historical record of this place so that they know what it is. So yeah, I'd like to. Can we stop off on the way here to Kern? Because Kern is on the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can one of the knights? Let's see. Would a couple of gold pieces do it? You know, one for materials and one for the hiring.
You want bards?
What I'm looking for is not a bard. I'm looking for a painter, like someone to take images of this.
Okay, a painter in Kern will tag along with you. He says he charges 2 ceramic pieces per day, and he won't do anything dangerous, so please don't take me into a dangerous location, because I'm just a
He'll be on the
painter, he
ship.
says.
He'll be safe. He can just, take an image of the things he sees.
And he says he's going to have to charge you for materials. Supplies are going to run you about 250 ceramic pieces.
Then he claims aren't dangerous at all.
Wait, so that's 2.5 gold pieces then, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so calling it 3 or 4 gold pieces. Yeah, we're calling it 3 gold pieces. That sounds like.
Well, basically, this is the material that will become the painting. So you're going to get it back in the form of the painting as a finished art object, and the material cost is actually half of what its end value will be. So it'll be worth probably 500.
A singular painting?
Yeah, like art objects can be worth a lot if they're really well made.
Well, then I'm gonna pay for a lot more materials than that. I want more than one painting. Let's go crazy.
Yeah.
You cannot find a better painter than this.
No, more materials. I'm not saying
That's just going to
We
get
want more
you.
paint.
Well,
only
like,
make one painting for
so-
the whole trip, huh?
you could hire another painter, and they could also paint a painting, and then you could buy more materials for that painter.
Yeah, I'll just do the one. If someone else wants to do that too, they can. But I'm doing
Could
this
we
thing.
just
and I'm
could
marking
we
it
just
off.
give him a larger canvas?
Well, it's like a skill-based thing. Like, if you had a better artist, they could spend more money to make a better final art object. But superior artists are rare. Like, maybe if you went into Nibene and you found one of the Sorcerer King's private sculptors, they could make you a sculpture that's worth, like, 5,000 ceramic pieces instead of 500.
He doesn't have the skill points to make the picture bigger.
Well, making the picture bigger doesn't
longer?
make it worth more. Because it's an art object, it's about the quality of the art.
Okay. I wrote it down. I spent the coin. I'm ready to move on.
Okay, your artist, he's a coward, and he's afraid that he's going to die, and he's very timid, and he spends most of the voyage puking over the side of the ship out a window.
Butterfly, protect this man.
But
You know what, Junithu? Do you have some ginger or anything that can pacify this man's stomach?
she nods her head, and she says she'll whip something up.
What a doll. Mwah.
Well, it's still a moderate wind, and the ship is rocking a little bit, so most of the crew is used to it at this point.
Not the landlubber.
All right, so you want to land here on this plateau sticking up out of the fog. So you can see in the lowlands there's a greenish fog, and rising up out of it, a structure that withstood the blast. It looks like the roof and some of the walls are gone, but there's definitely the interior of what used to be a tower and possibly a staircase. This used to be an imposing defensive tower, but now it is clearly broken in half. There's only 2 intact floors remaining, The top 3 floors collapsed westward, forming a debris field.
I have a good mental picture of this. You've painted it. Okay, so we're gonna be coming down and landing on this plateau with, I think, just us, right? And the carpet.
Okay, so the party
Is that
descends
right?
on the flying carpet, standard formation, as you've done 100 times
The
before.
butterfly and the carpet and the air elemental.
All right, you've got all your Pokemon out.
Well, no, I have a few more Pokemon actually. So that's like trying to send in freaking Charmeleon.
So I'm gonna leave the artist just to paint this scene. I don't think he needs to come down into the thing with us. That's
Well,
good enough.
hold on. Let's give him. We don't know what's gonna happen in here. We gotta let it play out a bit first. We gotta wait till it's done. Maybe there'll be a more interesting scene later.
It's actually this way. That's going to help a lot when I describe directions. There is a secure double-door gate on the northeast face of the tower.
Oh, this picture here is the tower we're on.
All right. So this picture here, this is the plateau, right? The plateau that your
Got
ship
it.
is hovering above. And there's
Understood.
two floors of a tower. Most of the tower collapsed, but there's 2 floors here. Now, you can see the top floor basically. And then there's this part that juts out in the northeast. And it is actually an entranceway, a door that goes inside of the tower on the ground level of the plateau right there. So you can't see the interior on this map. You're looking at the roof, and that's the door. And there's like a bit of an overlooking kind of awning that you could, like, if there were archers, they could shoot down from here at people attacking the gate.
I see. But it seems like this is a place where we could enter and explore some. I would like to do that. I will float down. One more thing. Time of day.
You always travel at night, so it is pitch black out.
Okay.
However, this place has an eerie green glow, and there is the moonlight of 2 moons.
I was supposed to be there.
Yeah,
I'm
they're always
guessing
there.
that's enough shadow for me to turn into a bat and go down below in a bat form.
Yeah, moonlight produces lots of shadow.
I'm just gonna trust the rogue on this one.
Yes, I'd like to descend down and see if I can enter through any gaps in the ruined walls or maybe by the doorway down below.
Okay. It's a defensive tower. It doesn't have any entrances. There is a door.
Really, there's no holes in the rubble at all.
Well, this is like the bottom floor of a defensive structure, so if it was being sieged from the outside, any opening would allow the attackers on the outside to attack people holed up in the interior.
It's well kept then. That suggests something. This is like an active military structure. Is that stairwell on the roof actually there? Is that a thing that I can see?
That is a thing you can see as you fly down.
So is there a doorway by that stairwell, or is it open to flying through?
It looks like an open stairwell.
So I'd like to go down through that way as in my bat form.
Yeah, I really should have written the door information right here, and I didn't, so I'm like reading through it now. And I wrote this a month ago at least, so my recollection of it is a little foggy, but I swear there was more to this door, right? So when you fly around the building, you're going to see the door, and the door is interesting for a reason, but... Where? I'm
I
pretty
imagine
sure...
it's a troll-sized door.
I'm pretty sure the door is sealed up. So when you go to the roof, you see the spiraling staircase that would descend into the tower, but when you approach it, you're going to bump into an invisible wall of force that prevents anyone from using the stairs to descend. You immediately
Wow.
know that this is a magical effect. Do you want to make a Arcana test?
I could try. That's not my strong suit.
Oh, really?
Well, I will tell you that my friends, I tried to enter this, got a 15. I tried to enter the stairwell to descend down into it, and there's some kind of magical barrier of force that stops me from entering.
Are we there?
You
Or
can
is it
be.
just you?
Yeah, you're there.
You're on the flying carpet hovering there, so you could go there if you want. Well, hang on.
Other
So,
characters?
Oren, when you do your Arcana test, it reveals that there is a dimensional equilibrium seal which has protected this tower from the magical blast and kept it sealed for these long ages. So the tower itself is actually like time displaced and disconnected from the universe in some weird magical way that has protected it from the terrible effects here. And you can see that
Wow.
the magic that was used here, it's pretty intense, but there's some details that you can glean from it. There's runes written in a language that you don't understand. And there's a symbol above a slot. So there's a slot with a sun symbol, and the sun symbol is above the slot, and there's a moon symbol below it.
Can I use the linguist feat here to help me with that language, or figure out what the symbols might mean?
Now, what languages do you know?
Well, linguist helps me with any language.
I have an idea, Oren.
And that applies to
Yeah.
reading too, or is that just spoken language?
Only reading. Only reading language, not spoken.
Really?
Ninja.
Well, yeah.
Ninja.
Or, maybe it's both. I don't know.
My sword is known to be the troll slayer, huh?
Yeah, it was probably used by the Sorcerer King to exterminate the trolls.
I will has the sword if it knows what this writing says.
It's the enemy of trolls. It doesn't know troll writing.
No.
Enemy.
All right. Sure, I'll just give it to you. So you figure out the riddle written in troll runes. It says,
It's a riddle.
"What has a head and a tail but never speaks?"
A coin.
Oh, that's a good one. That was quick.
I don't know, the tail part. Got it. What has a head but does not speak? What has a tail but does not, I don't know, leap something?
All right, so your guess is you're looking for a coin. You have found that there is a slot with a sun symbol and a moon symbol, and the riddle says look for a coin, perhaps.
Okay. I don't know if there's any coins around here, but I'll search around, investigate.
All right. You look around for a while, you don't find any coins. This area is
Can I,
completely barren.
Can I ask the sword if it was here when the city was destroyed?
Of course. I took part in the battle. I drank the flesh and the souls of many trolls.
And what is this effect? Like all this green fog that we've been seeing around the city.
Catastrophic death fog. Powerful spell.
Is it still active right now?
Like it would kill us.
Forever.
Forever. Is there a way to stop it?
Wait,
No.
what? Repeat that sentence.
The sword indicates that an immensely powerful necromancy spell was cast, creating a deadly necrotic fog in the region.
Hmm.
Is there a way to stop it? To remove the curse on this land?
But the sword has no response. It was beyond its knowledge and its power.
Then it's time for my power. Legend lore, and maybe some augurs.
Legend lore. Once upon a time, a 13th level spell was cast on this area, creating a defiled radiation zone that deals necrotic damage. The
No,
legend lore
that's
says,
the
don't rest inside this zone.
Anything else?
There's a vague warning about mutation.
Yeah, this
Can
is where
you-
we hit Fallout.
Yeah, can you dispel this this effect?
Well, the sword indicated that this was a permanent spell. Dispelling it is probably impossible because it's so high level that your spell would
I can't.
not work on it.
It's
I can't
DC
decide if
23.
I can't decide if I want the trolls that we see to be like super mutants or not.
I has a sword. Like, do you know anything about these trolls around here and what kills them?
Regular things kill them: fire, acid. Well, probably the sword being a flame sword would probably not even mention acid. Who cares about that? Fire! Fire is the way!
Of course.
How do we kill them? What are you, stupid? Use the fire.
Well, there's different type of trolls.
Alright, to save time so we don't stay here forever thinking about it, you've figured out what there is to figure out here. The tower is magically sealed. There is a coin slot. You don't have the coin. You need to find that elsewhere. So the question is, where would you like to go next?
Where the fuck is that coin?
I tried 3 dispel magics to see if it make death pod go away.
Okay, you cast a dispel magic at the death
The
fog.
highest roll is 15, so no.
And the death fog bitch slaps you.
I will say that, like, you can throw spells at it and you can do things to it. Like, your dispel magic might nullify a little bit of the fog locally for a minute, but it'll fade back to normal pretty quickly. You could even try, like, a control winds. You could blow the fog away. So if you're perpetually casting control winds in a very careful, directed way to keep the fog away from yourself, I'll allow you to not take the necrotic damage constantly.
Is
But-
this a touch or a breed, like a gas that you breed? The
It's
effect.
a radioactive cloud.
It's touch.
Yeah, touch.
It just has to get on your skin.
If I have my, oh no, that won't last long enough. So you know what we need is the intervention of a god here.
If
Well,
you're
then
going to
better
fix
get
it forever.
sacrificing trolls.
Maybe the wing elephant might be able to help with that.
I don't think anyone's enslaved here, so I'm not sure about that. We need some purification. I'm okay with giving up the ritual of troll purification to the fire specialist.
Okay. We'll see what we can do, because it would be nice if we could actually remove the curse in this land.
I'm gonna arcane eye for a bit. Well, well, no, because I don't know where we're looking.
Well, we're looking for these coins. I'm assuming that there's probably a coin of the shape of a sun or the shape of a moon.
Yeah, but I don't know where to frickin' find the coins.
Any divine inspiration?
That is not worth that.
I'm going to rechannel the control winds and make it so it points kind of like straight downwards. So like when the wind hits it, it'll disperse it outwards after it hits the ground.
Great. Good call. All right, so you're just blowing a fan to keep the fog at bay. I'll allow it.
I'm gonna
Clever,
try,
clever use of
divine-
magic to protect yourself here.
I'm gonna try divine intervention, Ninja.
5 mile radius.
Oh, whoa, what is that? I got it.
Huh?
I need 18 and lower, 18% or lower.
You got an 11, huh?
Well darn.
Okay. I asked the Lord of Flame if he can indicate where we can find those coins. He can point us the direction to where we can find them.
Okay.
I would imagine we're going to the city.
All right, you're going to be given a vision, a holy vision in the flames. So through the fire and the flames, you are going to see a location in the city ruins. But not just the city ruins. The city ruins are ruined and there's nothing. But there's something under the ruins. There is an undercity sunken below, and in there you get a sense of flowing water and cleanliness.
Okay. We need to find the entrance to that. Taro, ringside. Could you send your magic eye inside of the castle? Go down from the top and see if it reaches underground.
Now, this is a very large area. I don't think you can send your eye that far.
Oh, it's too far.
Yeah, like the scale of this is supposed to be like miles across.
Can I? What's that?
I can send the air element to do it.
Yeah. See if there's a passage. We need to find the Lord of Flame showed me that there is an underground or an undercity where there might actually be flowing water, and that's where the coins are.
So to get there, you have to go to the city part and then under it. So you have to find an entrance to the undercity.
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
The city part, when you mean that, is that the middle section of the map, like the where the castle is, or?
So there's basically a few locations, right? You're at the tower, then there's the city, then there's the castle at the heart.
But the city, isn't it like engulfed in that green stuff?
Yes. The fog is all over the place, but you're using a spell to protect yourself.
Oh, so we could go and travel through it.
I mean, even if you weren't using this wind spell to blow the fog away, it deals a d4 necrotic damage per hour, so I think you'll survive.
Okay, it's not the end of the world.
It's
but
not
still
instant
better.
death, but it's got some other fun effects that you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we
Our
don't
hair
need
falling
that.
out, gobbling up our stomachs.
Yeah, we don't need to become mutants. All right, let's go. Let's go and explore and try to find that entrance.
So the city was on the opposite side of the chasm from us, like going around the castle, wasn't it?
Is the inner ring around the castle?
So if you look at the map on the table, the city ruins are this area here,
Right.
like this sort of
We have
grid.
to go around.
The grid of foundations here, you have to go over to that side to get to it. Like all of these buildings, these are just completely flattened and caved in, but here it looks like there's a lower level that's accessible in some spots.
Let's go there.
All right.
Let's go into the general area.
So you fly past the castle, you go to the city.
Yes.
The city.
Do we see any trolls on the way across the castle?
All right. So you were flying along, and you were going to see some pretty strange things as you're flying along. This place is crawling. Like in the shadows, in the darkness, you're going to see movement. And if you really pay attention, you're going to notice that there's maybe like a hand or a foot or a kneecap or part of a trollish face sticking out of the side of a building or out of the floor somewhere. Just troll parts. But these are not just like the obliterated bits of long dead zombie trolls. These are very much alive. And not just alive, but they're regenerating. And they're growing in what appears to be a tremendous fungal mat of troll gore that is everywhere.
Yeah, I think fire is going to be the
Oh.
way to purify this land.
Well, so there's
So,
fire.
is the fog helping keeping this fungal mat of troll from really growing back?
So, necrotic damage does not kill trolls. Fire and acid kills trolls. So these trolls were exploded with a necromancy spell so powerful and then hit with this mutation fog. So they're just constantly they're not regenerating back into full trolls. They're just turning into a tremendous single organism that is the troll city, a fungal mat of gross regenerating tentacles.
Oh.
Very gruesome. Very, very gruesome.
So
You found the gore nest.
it varies a little bit from location to location. So the first area that you arrive in, I've rolled a 5. So bone terrain is sharp and jagged, covered in sharp ribs pointing in all directions, wriggling like loose teeth. So watch your footing. If you fall down into these, it's going to be very sharp.
Wow.
Okay, so you want to explore around a little bit, and you're looking for an entrance.
Yep.
So you need to somebody needs to roll and investigate. Maybe somebody
sure
wants to
will.
help. Maybe somebody wants to cast a spell to benefit the roll. A good roll would help here.
Guidance.
Minimum roll is 26. The guidance does what?
1d4.
Oh, delayed. And +1. And you know what? I can throw a dice at this. Psi knack. Not great rolls, but that's okay.
It's like 30.
20. Yeah. So yeah, 30.
Not great. Ninja, it's not great. I just got 30.
30. Okay. Okay, there's a sinkhole. It's about 40 feet in diameter. And there are sinkhole pits scattered across the desolation. And as you are investigating, you see what appears to be like a bubble, like where the ground is bulbous and bloated and sticking out. And this is like the fungal mat of troll flesh. And while you're investigating and you're finding these sinkholes, this like pustule bursts open and all of these giant carrion beetles come swarming out of it. All right, so combat begins, but they emerge slowly from the pustule of troll flesh. They're sort of feeding on it and not paying too much attention to you. So I'm going to give the party sort of... It's not even a surprise round. They know you're there, but they're more interested in continuously feeding on this ever-growing mutant troll flesh.
Okay.
Wow.
Can we have a passage without a trace?
Okay, so you want to sneak past them? You're going to use a spell?
Yeah.
That's an option. You could fight them. You could sneak past them.
Right
I
now,
think
they're
we
kind of
should
helping us, to be honest.
Yeah, they're being distracted. We should try to pass by.
Are they like really big bugs?
A carrion beetle is pretty large. Maybe the size of a dog.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So a lot of them?
Oh yeah, a swarm. Hundreds.
Oh shit, okay. Maybe just think so.
And they're flying around,
Or
too,
trying.
yeah?
They're
I see.
emerging from a large bubble of troll flesh. They were feeding on it from the inside, and they burst out of it.
Hmm. And these are fully formed, not, baby maggot beetles.
Yeah, these ones are full size.
Stealth.
So I'm imagining these black beetles kind of chewing their way out of this fleshy mass. This greenish goo, greenish red. Is the gore all red or green, or is it both? I'm trying to visualize what this looks like. It is in the dark. It's.
Yeah, trolls have a dark greenish kind of skin, so it's mostly going to have a greenish tint to it.
Okay.
All right, regeneration gone mad. Twisted necrotic troll flesh fused into walls and floors, clumps of troll tissue still alive, blinking eyes growing from the ceiling, fingers crawling like spiders. The radioactive fog drifts through the area. You're blowing it back as best you can, and it produces a glowing green luminescence that illuminates everything a little bit. And it's got the fallout motes of dust floating like snow in the air. All right, so you find fragments of troll technology with your amazing 30 investigate. You find a network of cables. They seem to be, like we would call them power lines, but to you they just look like metal cables that run from here to somewhere else. Extremely corroded, looks to be made of copper by the greenish tint. Copper is worth 40 CP per pound in Athos, so if you wanted to collect a whole bunch of these power lines, it would be quite valuable.
I'd be like Latino Cruise.
Yeah. There you go. That's the job we have for those bandits.
Each segment of wire seems to be attached in 2 places. You could acquire a roll of 10 pounds of copper wire. It's worth 4 GP.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy, but you could carry that.
Yeah.
This is just
Put it in a bag of holding.
You were talking about collecting resources. Well, this happens to be one of the natural resources that is available in this region. You can find these power poles. They have a bit of a magical twist, though, because there's also a crystal rod at the top of them.
Do we feel anything when we touch them?
Some of them are cracked and dark, but others emit a faint light. There's no warmth when you touch them. It's just a magical light.
Well, we can collect it. We'll collect the cable. I guess we have the time.
You also find a bunch of broken glass. This requires an Arcana check, if anybody wants to try to figure out the pile of broken glass and other mechanisms that you find. No, that's not a good roll.
How long of cable do we have?
Well, if you just collected one, it is 10 pounds of copper wire, but I don't have a listing of how long it is. You know, whatever 10 pounds in length would be.
Yeah,
That's
4 GP worth of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
11.
in general, 11.
11 is not a high enough Arcana to figure this one out.
No.
Now we need the ringside.
Yeah, this one's DC 20, so nobody knows.
Oh. I give you do an Arcana check if you may. And I'll give you guidance. But you need a very high roll.
All right.
You need a 20.
I'm gonna grab some of the soil from this area and put it in a vial. And
All right.
hold it.
Actually, Long, why don't you take your roll to assist them with the Arcana?
Okay.
No need.
Do another.
24?
See?
That's a
You
good
got
roll. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, what? You passed it? You rolled it.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, so this thing is a shattered plasma chamber. This broken device seems like it was once designed to contain some kind of gas. So this was like a neon light.
Yeah.
Did we just like roll into Gamma World?
So-
we just discover electricity and
Right.
I probably shouldn't say too much. There's probably more to find out here elsewhere, but there's lore for sure. All right, so you found the 40-foot sinkhole.
can we collect all these artifacts for research?
Yeah, I mean, you can collect the copper for sure. I guess you can take one of the crystal rods, but it's gonna break when you take it off.
Oh, so we won't touch it, but I'll take a note of all it.
The plasma chamber is just broken glass, so it would just be broken glass as an item.
No, but maybe we can get the dwarves to explore those and to see if they can gain some insight from all of them. Maybe build something similar.
Yeah, it would be difficult because they don't understand the concept of a neon light, and they don't have the neon gas. All they basically have is a bunch of broken glass and no clue what to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, let's explore. Maybe we'll find more stuff.
Interesting magic, but it is fragile.
Okay. The pit drops into a ravine of cracked earth with collapsed buildings, forming a thick canopy, occasionally dotted by other holes. There's a total of 8 holes that you could possibly go into.
Well, we'll go into the first hole and see if there's a path downward to our objective
Yeah.
in the Undercity. I'd like to let you guys know that I'm still a bat.
You're flying around, so there's a bunch of checks you guys have basically been skipping as far as, acrobatics checks to avoid falling down, tripping on things. Pretty handy. I'm not even bringing them up, but you've bypassed 3 traps already.
We're gonna keep on flying. Do you want to send your air elemental in one of the other holes and see in case we're not going to just accelerate the process of finding our way down? Ring sight. Oh, let's go down the hole number 1.
Sorry, I was muted. Wait, how many holes were there?
8. But it looks like
Okay, now is the time for an arcane eyeball.
yeah, that's a pretty big area.
What am I sitting on here? Is there something on the board?
Characters, I think. Or the airship. Yeah, our characters are here. I got them. You can put it down. Yeah, sitting on our figurines.
Where?
On our, I removed them.
On my screen it vanished.
Yeah, the map vanished.
Alright, great.
I don't know where. I thought you just removed them.
Now,
Did we delete it by accident?
I'm spawning a new one.
Where are we? Where is the entry point that we are at?
Fiber took this
I have to get my bearings here. Alright, there are 6 entrances to the substructure from left to right. Alright, getting my bearings here. The only water source in the city is a trickle of water that flows west to pool in a lower chamber. Approaching the edge is rough terrain. If you weren't flying, you would have to roll carefully. You can descend, and it'll drop you down into this watery area right here. So that's the entrance that you found with your check, with your investigate, where you were looking there. But you could see several holes, so if you had gone to investigate one of the other areas, you would have found one of the other entrances. But this is the one that you're at currently. It puts you down in the subsection here, the lower levels.
So in the lower levels, is there still the gas floating around, or is it clear in this area?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the gas underground here.
Ooh, that's good.
All right.
And we found a water source too. That's awesome.
There's a bit of a water slide that goes down into this brackish pool, the bottom of the 40-foot sinkhole.
I want to use my perception to take a look around and see if it looks like anything has been moving, or if it just looks like it's been inhabited for a very, very long time.
You're looking for signs of life down here?
Well, for example, like cobwebs, if there's just cobwebs everywhere and dust, or if it looks like things are still walking around here.
Well, Trollgrave Chasm is actually crawling with life. There will be signs of things moving around pretty much all over the place. Like those giant beetles that you encountered. That's not all that's down here. There's going to be indications of vultures feeding on the flesh that's all over the place, the carrion beetles. There's the undead trolls themselves, obviously. And then there's just going to be like a lot of flies buzzing all the time.
So we have to do some pest control around here.
This whole place is rotting, cancerous.
But there's a source of water, though. Oren, do you wanna head ahead, or?
I do. I would like to sneak up ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, so let me describe the room that you're in. So you are at the bottom of a very large well. There's water that you cannot see. It is not clear water. It is brackish, dark water in a dark hole that you cannot see into. So, you've encountered creatures underwater. That's a risk here. And there's a couple of potential exits. Before the water level, there's a staircase. You can take that staircase down into a passage. But there's also a big crack in the wall that water is flowing into that's big enough that you could fit your body through, that is before the staircase, like higher up by about 10 feet.
Maybe I'll see the crevice real quick.
All right, you want to squeeze through the crevice. You're going to have to go like sideways through it. It's tight fit, but you can suck in your gut to get through.
Or as a bat, just kind of, crawl my way through.
Yeah. Did you have a question, Long?
No, I'm just letting you know I'm taking a vial of the water, and also I'm gonna try to purify part of the water. If that doesn't.
Ah.
He's out here doing chemistry stuff, doing science.
Yeah.
All right. You take some of this water. It looks disgusting. You purify it. It looks better.
Okay, at least magic can do something. That's something.
So, Orin wants to go into the next room through this crack in the wall. Does anybody else want to do anything in this room?
I'll let them know once I see what happens.
I'm just staying on guard and making sure that we're not. There's nothing that is going to surprise us.
Remember, I have blind sight.
All right.
Or blind sight.
There is a treacherous, rubble-strewn hole from the natural cavern into a carved section of tunnel. Okay, so You can see a stream of this flowing brackish water flowing towards the crack that you just crawled through, and extensive natural cavern. Some of the other holes that descend down into this lower area are scattered throughout this natural cavern that you're looking into here. And you think you can maybe see one up ahead. You have dark vision with your equipment, right?
I don't think I have dark. I just have blind sight.
Blind sight? Okay, well that's not really going to help. All right, never mind. You
What
don't
about,
you don't see the
what
you don't see
What
much of
about when
anything.
if he's in his bat form though, does he get ecosystem?
Echolocation.
Yeah, I mean that's going to tell you where the walls are at. It doesn't give you a whole lot of
Yeah.
information though.
That's fair. I don't have a whole lot of information. I'm going to
Night-
float along here.
Night vision or a torch would really help in this situation if you want to get more information.
I don't think I want to light a torch right now.
All right, you're in stealth mode.
Yeah. So I'm gonna float around. Key. High pitched squeak. Seeing what I can. Well, hearing what I can hear of the walls around me and the water trickling down the babbling brook below. Nothing moving here yet. But I'm going through where the water seeps through. And I'm going to fly beyond. Here we go. I'll move my character. I'm flying around through. As long as I don't see anything jumping out at me yet, or moving around, I will continue down following the path of the water as it goes.
Okay. You spot something. Dun, dun, dun. It's a dead vulture. It's laying next to the stream of water. It's black and bloated, with purple flesh, and
I can smell it. The
And
smell
it's-
of death.
clearly rotting. It must have flown down one of the holes and taken a drink.
Okay. But nothing around this bloated carcass, so I continue on.
All right. You're going to come to a dead end that has a hole that goes up 40 feet to the surface. This area is scattered with them.
Okay. Unless I see some kind of trolls walking around in this area, I'm going to return to my friends, and it sounds like they want to go. I think they may want to go down the other path.
Okay, so you've scouted a system of natural caverns and sinkholes that descend from the upper level to the lower level, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on in those areas.
Well,
So-
I'll tell you what. Once I've decided that there are no trolls around, I think I maybe will go ahead and light my bullseye lantern.
So,
And see if I can see what's around. I'll have to come out of bat form. That means, of course.
I think there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes going up to the surface that connect to here from various locations.
Oh, that's what all that is. Okay.
5 or 6 holes. I think my guide here says there's 6 entrances.
6 or 7.
Well, like, you're in this western cave. There's a couple that are in this cave instead, like this one and this one. But there's 6 over here. We got that one, we got that one, we got this one, this one, and the one that you came down, right here.
Looking now around in this area, do I see anything extra about this natural cavern area now that I descended and landed as a human, and pulled my lantern out to look around?
Well, you're going to notice that there's 3 ways to go. There's a dead-end path that goes to the west. There's the path that's got all the water flowing through it. And then there's, one of the other holes has sort of a passageway that connects on into the eastern caverns here. Do you want to scout further to the east or return back to the party?
I'll return back to the party.
All right, so the party reunited is in the well. From here, there's the staircase. You want to advance. There's some rubble up
you.
ahead. It looks like a T intersection. If you were on foot, that would be very dangerous walking right here.
I'm gonna turn back into a bat and fly through.
So, it looks like this used to be a carved passageway, and the earthquakes have destroyed it, cracked it, and collapsed this wall to your right here. And there was a bit of a limestone cavern that emptied out over time. And when the wall collapsed here, it created a bit of a natural passage, but it's not easy to navigate. But since you're flying, you can sort of fly up and through it. And if it goes at a bit of a weird angle, because it's at a higher level than you're on, but you can get up to this area here if you fly.
I would like to do that. That would be comfortable as a bat.
All right, dangerous rubble-strewn corridor cracked with a steep slide down to a deeper level below. You don't have to make the dex check. Oh, actually, no. This goes to a lower level, not an upper level. All right, sorry. So you're descending. So as you're flying down, you can see that there's not so much a trap as a natural hazard that if you were not able to fly and you were to slide down this chute, it splits. It's like a slide, and if you were to bear to the left, you would smack into the wall at high speed and break your limbs. And if you were to veer to the right with like a dex check, you would slide down to this spot down here at the lower level. But you just fly down.
I see spikes down there.
All right, so this is an interesting area here. All right, so inside the cube, these are like bars, I think. And then inside the cube, there's these like 4 big plasma things. Plasma chambers, and they're emitting a strong radiation.
Is in radiant light, or is in something that's giving me a tan?
Yeah, there's like a warm, radiant light emitting from each of these 4 pillars in the room that you can see in here.
Ancient magic. But nothing seems to be walking around down here, right?
Nah, you didn't encounter any creatures. So you are right up against corroded copper bars, and you're unable to get into the room from here.
I can't fly between them?
No, it's like the bars of a prison cell. You can't fly between them. They're too tight.
As a bat?
As a bat. Are you like bat size, like a little bat?
Yeah.
I always imagined you like Man-Bat from the Batman books.
Oh! Well, let me double check, but my assumption was it's always I turn into an actual bat. Here it is.
Yeah, if you're a bat, you can fit through those bars. Yeah, a small or tiny creature would be able to fit through. A medium size would not. Like a halfling would have to squeeze. You would not be able to at all. And as a bat, you just get through with just narrowing your shoulder blades and your wings tucked in.
It says, while wearing the cloak in an area of dimmer darkness, you can use your action to cast polymorph on yourself, transforming into a bat. While in the form of your bat, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. But I'm,
Yeah, I mean, if it was giant bat, it would say giant bat. They're not.
I could
not,
polymorph into either one form, I suppose, right? It's polymorph on yourself.
Well,
So
I mean, if they say bat, that means specifically the bat monster entry, which is pretty pathetic. I would prefer a big man bat thing, but whatever.
Well, that was what I was always assuming that every time I did it was a small little bat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
In that case, you are in. You can go in there. Do you want to roll an investigate?
I would love to.
All
But I'm
right.
going to tell my friends, there seem to be no trolls down here. You can continue to the next area. However, make sure that you are flying because it's quite a steep descent, and there are pitfalls on the way.
You can't roll less
Uh,
than a 25, right?
correct.
All right. So you succeed at the DC 15 investigate in the room, and you're going to find a shard. This looks like a magic item.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I will cast Detect Magic and keep a concentration on it.
Definitely
Just
a
so-
magic item.
I will pick it up with my little talons if I can, if I'm big enough, and carry it back up to a friend.
It gives off an energy, but it's non-lethal. Doesn't have any harmful effect.
Okay, so I will fly through the bars with it if I can, and meet them at the bars. Are they able to come down on a magic carpet, or is that something that you would like to do, my friends?
I mean, they're just right in the hallway there, so you just fly up to them.
Okay, I'll bring it back up to you. I know not what this is, but I think you may find it interesting, and I'll fly back down through the bars and go back through.
What does it look like?
So he found a room that has 4 glowing chambers, and one of them contained a shard.
A shard.
The
Does it look
others,
like-
the others did not contain a shard.
Oh. Does it look similar to what we're looking for? Like maybe the shape?
No, a coin was what we were trying to find.
Hmm.
It does look important, though.
Well, let's keep it for now. Maybe we're gonna need it to
It
something else in the
feels-
cave.
Now, well, while you were in the room, you would have noticed that there's, let's see, 2 other bars leading to an exit to the north, an exit to the south, and then there's another open entrance into a natural cave that would have been just to the right when you went inside the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna explore the natural cave really quick and make sure that there's nothing to ambush my friends here. I will-
You find more dead animals.
Hmm.
So these ones, they maybe they're like carrion beetles that left the swarm and somehow fell down in here, and maybe they were small. Maybe they squeezed through the bars at one point, and they are shriveled up and covered with like weird sores and burn marks.
Okay. That is a bit ominous, but I will leave this place. And it's not that they're eaten; it's just that they have sores and things on them. They just decided to die in this location.
Yeah, they just died there.
I'm gonna fly down through these bars and see what I can find or hear.
All right. Oh, actually, you spot something else before you go into that next room.
Okay.
All right. It says here the west side has a hole in the wall which leads into a natural cave. You found the corpse, but also just inside the entrance, a vein of bright red ruby.
Oh. That might be something worth taking.
So it's in the wall, so you would need mining tools to obtain it.
I don't have those.
I got a mining pick +1.
That'd do it. So,
Would this be something that would be the trade we leave the people? Maybe it could be the mine.
trade for who?
For the bandits.
Oh, you want to give this to the bandits?
Were we trying to find them jobs or something?
Yeah. One of the hopes was that we were going to be able to make the Ravish Akiva's people become farmers because they're from Tectatitle and they know how to grow wheat and corn down there and dredge. But this would be something nice to get.
We don't necessarily have to have all the bandit clans be in the same spot. Like, they could just move to new areas that are livable and have things to do other than banditry. Like, not all of them are farmers. So
No, only the Ravish people can really rise to that level, I think. And maybe the Ravage ones as well. But other than that, everybody else is going to be not good at it. I found a vein of ruby, some kind of geode here with glittering ruby sticking out of it that glitters off of this magic light. That's
it's a
something I could-
singular, just like a singular ore, or is there, like, you think we could
Just one.
possibly, like, take some of them? Oh.
It seems about fist size.
It's not a mine, but if you have the right tool, you can check it once for an item.
Let's do it with the pick.
Okay, we got a problem because nobody else can get into the room. So you're stuck with a bit of a physical puzzle because there are thick bars that seal up this room, and you haven't found a way to lift the portcullises yet.
Oh, we're here. Oh, well, I have an idea. I'm gonna.
No.
Take
So
No.
you can only get this
Here,
far.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take my shape of fire elemental, and then I'm gonna squeeze between the bars.
Okay, so if you've got a regular body, you cannot get past this, you cannot get past this, you cannot get past this.
Now I take my fire elemental form.
Okay.
And I pass through.
Yeah. If you've got ways, you can get past it. So you squeeze through in fire form into the weird room here. It's got these 4 glowing chambers that look like they're each built to contain something. You feel the warm you feel the warm glow on your skin as if it were like a sunny day in here, but it's not lit up. It's dark.
Where the pillars are.
Yeah, the pillars are emitting a warm glow like that of the sun. You can feel it on your skin.
We are inside a nuclear reactor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't have skin. I have flames. So.
Right.
All right.
You're on fire, so it's probably you wouldn't feel it at all.
Yeah. You said that there's a ruby somewhere.
Yeah, so when you get into this room, it's in this nook here, just on the inside. You find a big red ruby on the wall.
You'll find that. I'm going to go ahead and investigate this other area. Oop.
I'm gonna use the mining pick, the magical mining pick, to try to remove the ruby.
All right, it's going to take a few minutes, and it does require a tool check.
Okay.
Strength mining tools.
Okay. So that's my strength. My strength bonus?
Should be no problem because you're super strong because of your giant belt.
Yeah. Is the roll, is it like a strength check?
Yeah, DC 15. What do you have, +9?
+8.
+8. Pretty good odds.
Can I get myself a guidance on top of that?
Yeah, sure.
$26.
You got it. All right. You obtain a big, bright red ruby.
That's the description.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Is
it
it like
here.
a natural, unprocessed one?
Oh, actually, I'm supposed to roll dice. It's 3d6 rubies that you get. Okay,
Cool.
I have rolled 12. You obtain 12 rubies. These are worth 50 gold pieces each. That is 5,000 ceramic pieces each, and there's 12 of them.
12.
Oh, it wasn't 50 ceramic pieces each?
No.
GP.
No, 50 gold pieces each. A ruby is like the highest tier of gemstone.
Holy shit. Jackpot. Okay. Hey, let's try to find more of these rubies. Yeah.
That was a pretty high roll. I mean, it
Yeah.
was 3d6. It could have been 18. 12 is good, though.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Okay. And that's gonna pay for a castle.
All right. So, Oren, you're going into the next room?
Did you have to investigate for that, Oren?
I was in the next room. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't investigate. That's what you found.
That is
Yeah.
what he found. He found a little animal corpse, some carrion beetle that died of something, and then he found the rubies in the wall in the nook.
That's incredible.
All right,
Is
so
there anything? There's nothing else.
you have to go into bat form in order to get through the bars to get into this this chamber here. There's a little bit of a hallway that leads into a larger room. It's about 30 feet across, maybe 50 feet long, and it's got 3 pieces of furniture down at the end of it.
Oh shoot! So these trolls must have been using radiation to create electricity.
Not that we know what any of that is.
You figured it out? Out of character?
Yep.
These trolls had technology. They
No
were
kidding.
fairly advanced artificers before they got wiped out. Okay, so you find yourself in a gated room with 3 lockers.
Well, are any of them glowing?
With detect magic, you do not see any glow.
Well, I'm going to look for traps before I let go of the cloak and return to human form.
Okay. What's your investigate
So-
roll for traps?
Here's the investigate. Oh, darn it. Sorry. Forgot about the dice. There we go. 29.
That's a damn good roll. All right. Locker 1 and locker 2 both look fine, but locker 3 is questionable. There's definitely some kind of horrifying fungus growing along the edge of it. And you just know that if you were to open that locker door, all of that nasty fungal spore mess that's growing inside would probably burst outward. So you don't want to open that third one.
Okay. If anyone opens it, it might be you in flame form, Grimorn.
So, do you want to open the other 2?
Yes.
All right. Popping open locker 1, you find a heavy suit of clothing. And it's got what looks to be like a sandstorm mask. It's very strange clothing. And this is like a design you've never seen before. And the clothing looks uncomfortably thick, almost metallic in a way.
Huh.
This is like 20-pound clothing. It's 4 times heavier than typical clothing.
I will put it in my bag of holding that I recently emptied out.
All right. You obtain a radiation suit. Locker 2 also contains a radiation suit.
How do they know to make the radiation suit?
They were super advanced artificers from a previous age before the apocalypse.
They just whip it up that fast after they got nuked with death gas?
Okay. Do
No,
I
this
get to
is-
make an intelligence check to know that this is a radiation suit?
Well, I mean, you would have no idea to know. There's
I
like
have no idea. No.
there's literally no way to understand what this object is in any way that would make sense to a Dark Sun person
Right,
raised in this
okay.
universe.
So yeah, I have no idea. It's just some odd-looking clothing.
Literally, the only way to find out what this clothing is for would be
Is
like
to-
a legend lore spell or a time traveler.
Yeah. Okay. So I bring the peculiar clothing with at least one batch of it, and I put it in my bag of holding.
All right. So you know there's another suit of radiation protection suit there, and you don't open the third locker.
Yeah.
That's all there is in this room, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'll take both of them.
Okay.
Put them in my bag of holding and then go.
40 pounds of clothing, heavy suits. And you know that these masks would make excellent sandstorm masks, but maybe they have other uses as well.
Fucking anti-radiation suit.
I did mention the particulates in the air that you could see, the fog and all that.
Right. Okay. I'm moving.
All right.
And Grimorn, I don't know if you're trying to go into this room some more too, but otherwise I was going to go see what's down this area.
He's
into
probably
the
still
bar.
mining because it takes him 10 minutes to get all those gemstones. So you just hear him hammering away at the wall. Every once in a while, he probably exclaims, "I'm rich!"
I'm gonna go through here and see these stairwells that go down. I'm guessing.
Ooh, hold on. This room, there's something up here. Your senses are tingling. Do you wish to investigate?
Magic senses? Yes. Okay.
No, not magic senses. You just you can tell there's something here that's not obvious.
Okay. Investigate coming up. 26.
All right. So here in this room, it's hidden, but you can find that there's like a spot on the wall where you can press. And when you press, it opens up a secret door. And the secret door is at the top of the staircase. So that connects into this hallway here. You would not be able to see the entrance. You would not be able to open this from the outside. You can only open it by pressing that hidden block here on the inside of the stairwell.
Okay.
In addition, you're going to have to transform into your human shape, but you find a wheel that is going to raise the portcullises here and here and here.
All right. Well, then that's what I will do.
Okay, so Orin has opened up the whole area. That means everybody can go wherever they want in these rooms now.
What's going on with these, there's like sun radiation stuff going on with these pillars?
You have dark vision, right?
I do not.
Do you have a torch out?
I am glowing.
Well, yeah, but you're in a different room, so you're probably not providing a lot of light for looking around in this room here.
I thought it was all it was all glowing. I thought.
You have your...
It's
You have your...
the glow of radiation. It's not very bright. So the pillars do glow. Yeah, a little bit. But the room, it's not very illuminated. It's still underground at night. But anyway, these glowing pillars here each look like they could contain something, and one of them did contain a shard, a magical shard.
Oh, another one of those shards?
No, it did. I brought it to you.
Yeah, this is the one. Just the one.
Oh.
But it looks like maybe there at one point were 4 shards, and now there's just the one.
Okay.
Quick notice. Since I pulled the shard, has like the hum of the walls around me shut down more? Like, has lights decided to turn off elsewhere?
Oh, well, you'd have no way of knowing. I'll just tell you, yeah, some of the street lights up in the city are probably going to go out. That was like the last battery keeping things going in here.
I kind of thought. Well, I also kind of figured that that's uranium in my pocket now, or someone's pocket, or some. Yeah.
Well, it's D&D, so it's not uranium in the traditional sense, but it's, a similar idea.
Okay. Plutonium, something. Who knows? Thorium.
An unidentified magic shard.
Okay. So now we made it out into this hallway here. Yes.
Okay, so you connect into the hallway, and you're going to see that to your right, when you come out of the secret door, there's a big set of double doors.
Is the party gonna be reunited before I open this door?
Smart to
Where,
Um,
is there something you're
yeah.
supposed to do with the pillars in here that's like radiating stuff? Or that's
I am gonna join you once I'm done collecting the gems. Okay.
There's definitely something to be done here, but you can't do it yet.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need all the other shards.
33 on investigate. Well, I thought this is open to a secret door. You said to the double door. I was walking out this way, right?
Hold on. So the secret door is at the top of the stairs. That's this right here.
Right, which goes out to this hallway. You said, yeah.
And once you're in the hallway, when you look to your right, you're going to see a large set of double doors that are closed.
Right.
And then you investigate those double doors. And what'd you roll?
33.
33. All right. You don't find a lock or a trap, but you hear something on the other side of the door. So there's clearly activity in the room, and you can hear something moving around.
Okay. I
Say
I speak telepathically that my friends. I think there might be a troll on the other side of this door. I would rather not open it until we are ready. Ensorcel yourselves and make ready. This may be a fight.
Fine.
gift of alacrity. On pyro. Also haste. Also on Gorn.
Oh shit.
What?
That's a lot more activity than I thought I was hearing.
Ugh. Ooh.
Yeah, you hear a whole bunch of movement on the other side of this door. When you open it, things are going to happen. So you've cast, what, alacrity? Haste?
Yes.
I poisoned my blade, if it matters. Actually, no. Why would it matter? They're undead. Anyway, don't poison my blade. Forget that.
Are those both, Gift of Alacrity, does that require concentration? No, it's a duration spell. Alright, you can cast both of those. So, are you touching yourself, or are you going to give the Gift of Alacrity to somebody else? It says you touch a willing creature for the duration, the target can add a d8 to its initiative rolls.
I'm gonna go invisible, by the way.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that, because when I roll initiative, I'm going to have to add it to your token here. What do you roll, Taro? On your d8 for Gift of Alacrity for yourself?
It was for Grimorn.
Oh, for Grimorn? Alright, I'll put it on his token. Grimorn,
The 6.
your initiative goes from 3 to 9.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, that was unnecessary. Probably.
Alright, does anybody else want to do anything before the door opens?
Well, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Can we see inside the doorway or only part of it?
It sort of cut off for me there. You said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be and then nothing."
Who, me?
No, I don't think that cut off. I think that's just what he said.
All right. So you don't do anything else. All right, cool. I'll just roll initiative then.
Who are these guys?
Undead trolls.
Okay.
All right, the door goes open, and by luck, Grimorn goes first anyways. So what do you do?
I am gonna cast. But I see these creatures. It's like, oh shoot.
When the door opens, the room is crawling with the dreaded undead trolls that you've heard so much about. Each of these is a disgusting large creature covered in matted hair and ugly tumorous growths.
Did I have a chance to cast something before getting in?
Oh my god, I asked 3 times.
Oh, sorry. No,
I put force on myself before the door opened.
I would have cast myself. I would have started myself a spiritual guardian.
Boy, that's comical. I was like, does anybody do anything?
Oh,
Does
sorry.
anybody do
3
anything?
or 4 times.
I was distracted. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Warren. Let's try diplomacy first.
All right, let's rewind.
Oh,
Let's
no.
try this again.
No.
Does anybody do anything else
Yes.
before we open the
I
doors?
cast myself a spiritual guardian on me.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So we have the alacrity. We've got the spiritual guardian. Morg, did
Foresight.
you cast foresight? All right. Cool. And Orin, are you gonna ready in action? What do you want to do?
Yeah, ready in action to move into the fly up into the room, high up into the ceiling as high as I can go.
All
But as
right.
soon as I open the door, get up in there.
You want to get some elevation? That's
Elevation.
I wouldn't happen to be able
These
to.
are
ready
5
an
feet squares?
action, would I?
fine. Oh, sorry. Too many people at once. Long?
These are 5 or 10-foot squares.
Yeah, 5-foot squares. And then the trolls are large.
I wouldn't happen to be able to ready an action, would I?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Then I would ready an action to. Well, I guess I wouldn't. Sending spell
Sending.
To who?
or telepathy to any creature I find through.
To the trolls?
Yes.
I think you'll find that most
wait.
trolls don't respond to telepathy very well.
Well, you don't know until you try, do you?
It's like it's a zombie or a ghoul. Like you're not gonna
Yeah,
get much out of them.
You do kind of know they're trolls.
Well, they're trolls with advanced civilization, apparently.
No.
But
But
they're also
they've
dead.
they've been dead for thousands of years, and they're the horrendously radioactive, mutated, undead zombie versions of the trolls that made this civilization.
Well, you mentioned Fallout. It's like, what if they're like ghouls or whatever, and they just look like ugly bastards?
That's fair.
Oh yeah, I see where you're going with that. They're more like horrible super mutants, though.
I don't know if super mutants are intelligent or not, actually.
Yeah, it varies.
They can be very intelligent, but these are the feral type.
Yeah.
I'm ready for my first action.
All right. So,
Alright.
turn 1. We can do the ready to action. Like, Oren, do you want to position yourself, and then Grimorn throws.
Did I roll a 1 on? Because that's like less than I could possibly get. A 6, an 8. So did I roll like a 2 for initiative or something?
Let me take a look. Your token says +5,
Yeah.
so I guess you rolled a 3.
Yeah. Okay. So that's me. That's me in the corner. Well, of that column, anyway.
All right. This room is pretty tall. Let me look at the description here. The room is a 70 by 70 cube. So you can get pretty high up into the ceiling if you want.
Oh yeah, there you go. Is that a hole in the middle of the room?
Yeah, it doesn't go down. It would indicate like a hole in the ceiling, probably. I don't know.
It's bloodstain. Okay, so I shoot a fireball to all these trolls here.
It's undead troll poop in a big pile.
There you go. I shoot a fireball to this group in front of me.
All right, we're looking at a dex save. They're gonna probably fail. All right, roll your damage.
Rerolling ones and twos. Rerolling only one of them.
46.
So yeah, so it stays at 46 fire damage.
All right.
And I'm going to move forward.
That's gonna hit 3 of them with the other spell.
Yep.
What's the
We're
DC?
gonna have 25 wisdom.
Damn, they can't even make that when they roll a nat 20. That's rough.
I'll roll the. That's radiant damage. This one.
All right, no special effect, but it does damage. So
It will slow them down though.
No, they're not vulnerable to this.
Huh?
yeah, we described it earlier. Acid and fire are the two that negate their regeneration effect. They're not actually vulnerable to anything.
36 radiant damage.
36 more damage to this one, and this one. All right.
And they're going to be slowed down. And anyone getting into my circle will take the additional damage. Well, the same amount of damage, and we'll have the slow effect as well.
82. You have bloodied the front 3 trolls, so you know you've done more than half their health.
Okay.
Nice opening salvo.
Come to Papa! So I'm gonna be on guard pretty much over here.
All right. The troll can move pretty quick. So they're slowed, right? So they're moving like half their speed.
Yep.
But I think these 3 can still get to you. Let's see.
And I'm in my fire form right now. So they're gonna take fire damage if they hit me.
Which square are you in exactly? Are you in this one here?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just hard to put the stupid pin and my character together. How do you... Oh, there you go. Can you log them together?
It's difficult. Let's not worry about it right now.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 3 trolls. They're going to approach and they're going to multi-attack. The undead troll makes 3 attacks. So first they're going to make 2 claw attacks. So this one here swings its 2 claws. We've got 20 and 22. Neither of those hits, right?
Nope.
All right. So then he's going to step even closer, and he's going to attempt to bite you. And he's got a 30 to hit, which does hit you, right?
Yep.
All right. He sinks in a bite. It does 4d8. +8. Ouch.
I'm in fire elemental form though, so what kind of damage can I take?
22 piercing damage.
I don't know if piercing. Well, give me a second. I gotta check the fire elemental stats.
You are immune to fire and poison. You are resistant to piercing from non-magical attacks. These count as magical attacks, though, so it gives you no
Okay.
defense.
Okay. But if he attacks me, he takes fire damage.
Sure. So the troll's attacks count as +3 magical necrotic attacks. Every one of these is a +3 weapon naturally.
Okay.
All right, so it did 22 bite damage, and then how much fire damage do you do in return?
More do you know? Do you remember?
Remember what?
If I get attacked by
It's,
these dudes on my...
A D10.
Is it?
Yeah, roll a D10.
Fire elemental, yeah.
It's gonna take 5, 10, D10.
They
10.
have to be within 5 feet of you though, so if they're using reach, then
Oh, he reached. He had to bite me for that.
All right, 10 is good. You get him to 92 damage. The next one does his 2 claws from 10 feet. I think he's going to hit you with both of them. He's got a 32 and a 33 to hit.
Yep.
Alright, and these are claw attacks. They don't do as much damage as the bite. It's a 4d6 plus 8. So that'll be 20 slashing damage. Actually, I have these reversed. Shit. The claws are supposed to be the d8s, and it's the bite that's the d6s. No, I'll just do it the right way from now on. The other claw. Did you mark that? The 20 damage?
Yes, 22 plus 20.
And then the other claw that hit you just now is going to do 30. Ouch.
Okay.
So most of that is magical slashing. 3 of it counts as necrotic, if that matters. For Orin,
I
it
know.
would. And that one is going to try to bite you, and he has to step in close for that. He gets a 28, which misses.
Yep.
Do you roll the damage even if he misses, or is it only on a hit?
If he gets inside of that 5-foot radius.
A creature that touches the elemental or hits it with the melee attack while within 5 feet of it.
So probably not then. I gotta roll the fire damage for the second one, I guess.
Well, we already got the one that bit you, and this one, he only hit you with claws, which are from 10 feet.
Okay.
And then the last one... you're missing Taurus at this point, I bet. The last one, he
Taurus
rolls...
would have got hit.
He rolls a 26, which misses, and this one rolls a 16, which misses. And then he has to squeeze next to this pillar to try to bite you, which gives him disadvantage. And he rolls a 1. He tries to bite you, but he ends up biting the pillar and breaking off some of his teeth.
There you go.
I'm going to give him a
Taurus would've-
-1 damage rolls.
Taurus would have got hit. What did you cast Ace on yourself, Taro?
Oh, I cast it on you.
Oh, so Ninja, I have +2 AC.
Ah, even better. It's going to be super hard
So-
for them to hit you.
Yeah, so the first hit would have missed. the second one of the second hit. Well, I'll take the damage anyways, but in the future.
You forgot you had haste. Now you remember.
Oh, but I have ace, so I could have done more action. Damn it.
Gotta pay more attention. All right, this other troll's going to rush in. So he was here, and then he goes like 5, 10, 15, 20,
Then
25, 30.
He takes
31.
36 radiant, and he's slowed.
Troll minus 36. He burned up a bunch of extra movement, and he do claw. Miss. He step close. He do bite. 26 does not hit, but he takes a d10 of fire damage. Do you want me to just do 5 fire damage every time? Just do the averages?
Yeah, that works.
All right. So let's bump him up to 41 fire damage and mark him in red. All these ones that you're doing fire damage to, I cannot regenerate. So I need to make sure to mark them. How many more can even get close, right? So this one's going to run under Orin, and he's going to swing twice with his claws. He's got a miss. He's got a 28, which is also a miss. And then he squeezes in order to bite. Let's see, how can I indicate this here? I'm going to make him half as big. I can fit him into this spot right here. He gets very flat and he goes in for a bite.
Oh, hey, Bernard, you can.
Yeah, with a disadvantage, he has no chance of hitting you. And he's going to take a d10 of fire damage, which is, can add, gets him to 51. And at this point, the remaining trolls cannot get in there. All they can do is rush and crowd. So I will put them as close as they can get when they dash in, which is not very close. So, like in every good zombie movie, the horde of zombies is going to surge towards you and swarm, but most of them are unable to reach. Which is helpful because they do hit pretty hard.
Oh,
I
so-
realized one time I tried to run like several ogres at once, which is, hang on, I can't get any further. No one.
So all the new trolls that got in the area, they took 36 radiant damage, okay?
All right.
And they're slowed as well.
That one, and that one, and this
Oh,
one.
shit. I'm popular. Heal me!
Okay. That was the Undead Troll's ring sight. It's your move.
How much damage did you
Now that I have a better look at them, what's the deal with these trolls?
Well, they got hit by a very powerful
Well,
evil spell which both
Alright.
killed them and mutated them into a horrible abomination.
What are you, Seinfeld?
What's the deal with these trolls?
They're mindless
I mean, come
and
on!
mindless and hungry.
How
Curious, did you not take that
how-
much damage, or you just
how
take
small is
damage
this
for 10
corridor?
HP?
It is 10 feet wide
Okay, that plan wouldn't work.
and 10 feet tall.
It's made to
Yeah.
accommodate the trolls.
Didn't I bring Butterfly down here?
Butterfly is... Yeah, he can squeeze into this hallway, I guess. He takes up the whole hallway, though.
That's the issue. I mean, you kind of got yourself. Is there an action I can take to like boost Grimorn's
I think
AC.
you need to always specify if you're actually bringing Butterfly off of the airship or not whenever we go in.
He did. He
adventure.
said he was going to bring his elemental and butterfly. We just need to put a figurine on the board for it. I don't know if we have one on here. No, unfortunately, I don't see one. Well, we can use this in the meantime. Just as an indicator.
This was passed. Just keep the combat going. I don't feel the need to involve myself with this.
So
Wait,
it's
you're not doing anything?
it's your turn and you're passing. Gotcha.
Well,
Can
but
the enemy
what
get
about
over here?
Butterfly? Could do stuff like.
Oh well, yeah, he could do stuff. He will take the amazing action of. For frick's sake, I'm getting a phone call. Block the hallway. Actually, no. Stay where he is right now, and I'll just get behind him.
Okay. Defensive positioning. Protect me, my pet. All right. All right, Will. You are in your hiding spot in the ceiling, and you can see that Grimorn just got absolutely mobbed. They are dogpiling him as hard as they possibly can right now.
Well, I don't know why this is not responding to my click. Let's try that again. Unable to edit, note card locked. Why is it not letting me roll my dice? I hit clear. I hit the button. Finally, golly. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. I hope psychic damage works on these guys.
Yeah.
A 28 will do with the Greyforge Dart.
That'll hit.
And I don't know if that's exceptional or what that even means.
The trolls have armor class 18, so a 28 is exceptional.
Okay, so the one that is less damaged here, I'd like to see if I can focus him down.
What do you mean, 36?
I don't understand what that means.
The one that has 36 damage? The least damage?
Oh, yes. Okay, now I understand. Yes. Oh, shoot. Boom. Boom. And then I roll this.
Okay, I'm back. Someone needed to be let in.
42 real damage.
All right.
And then, let's see if the psychic damage comes in. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 35 psychic damage, but I could spread that around to different ones. Let's just put it all on that one. We'll put it all on the one so I can knock it down. So 42 and 30, what was it again?
All right, you've done 113 damage in total to this troll with Grimorn and you, but it doesn't die.
Whoa.
But you badly wounded it. It is clearly on death's door. A little more damage would push it over the edge. However, this one hasn't been hit by fire damage, and you can see that it's already regenerating from this damage.
No, it's already taking fire damage.
Nope, I marked all the ones that took fire damage in red. This one moved in from the outside, never got hit by a fireball. And it's being hit by radiant damage, not fire.
Oh. Am I looking at the wrong one?
Can you ping it with the tab button?
Oh, I see.
The one you're aiming at.
Okay.
The ones that had the minimum damage were from the outside, and they hadn't gotten hit by any fire.
But isn't he in the fire radius now?
No, this is radiance.
This is radiant damage, Spirit Guardians.
It's a little weird. His Spirit Guardians don't do fire.
Well then, can I do this then? Can I?
You're gonna give her one.
No. I'm gonna use the old, D&D second edition trick. after dealing the damage, I have a vial of fire here, Greek fire. Can I do my swift or
Are you
bonus?
just gonna chuck it at him? A potion thingy?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I want to make sure I have one here. If not, I should have re-upped it at tier.
If it's in a quick slot, you can use whatever item you got as use an item action as a bonus action out of a quick slot.
Sorry.
A small token. That is also a troll.
No, that's Soren. He's just like flying way up in the ceiling.
Oh, okay. He got marked as an undead troll, and he turned red.
Yeah,
I've got
he was in the area when I did a drag select around all the trolls.
a vial of acid from gelatinous cube.
All right, you
So
want
I'm
to throw
guessing
acid on it to prevent its regeneration? I'll mark
Yeah,
it in
the pro-
green then.
The paralysis won't work, obviously, but there I go, deleting it. Okay. Gone.
Does it do any like how much damage?
It doesn't say how much damage. It said gelatinous cube, so I'll look it up what the gelatinous cube acid does. I think it was like 2d8 or something, but it's enough to stop the regeneration.
It
from all the
sure
damage that was done.
is.
All right, I'll go look that up, and that's my turn.
Morg.
And I'll float higher up so that I'm
It's in the
fully
ceiling.
out
so-
of range.
Yeah, he went up into the ceiling. He's like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna use my free action and have my shield turn into a tower shield, seeing that they do melee attacks. And then I'm gonna drop concentration on the passive out trees,
All right.
and I will use my action to cast Sunbeam.
Sunbeam. Blasting these trolls with radiant.
And I'm gonna hit. It's kind of not work.
I'm in the way. I'm way high up. I'm
No,
like
no, no, not you.
60
I
feet
said
up at this
Grimorn
point.
is.
He's trying not to hit Grimorn.
Yeah.
Lining up
The
three trolls
beam
there.
is 5 feet wide, so I can cast it over here and hit these for
Okay.
4.
Yeah, they're
It should
clustered
hit
close.
Both of these. If they're like that close, it should hit 4.
What's the DC on that?
It is DC 24. I forget if it's caught. Oh. There's
If it's con save, that's the only one I'm good at. These are tough trolls, but tough and strong, but everything else they suck at their saves.
It is a Constitution saving throw, but if they're undead or oozes, they have disadvantage on the save.
Oh boy, disadvantage. Wow. I rolled double ones. It can't get worse than that. Damn. They did not want to pass that one.
Alright, so they're taking 60.
So the one at the end of the line is going to be obliterated and turned to dust.
And the rod gives them plus 3 magic. So they're taking 22 radiant damage. Let's see. Kermore, you're not answering my question about like where your damage is. I don't know how damaged you are. You were saying like you need healing, but like
Oh
you're not
no,
marked.
I'm good. Don't worry. You can heal me if you want, but you saw that I took some damage. But I'm in my fire form right now, so I have second life under that.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was just like your temp HP or. Oh, okay. So you're marking it on like fire.
Yeah, separately.
All right. Have you got anything else, Morg, or was that your turn?
No, I can't use my my healing spirit thing because I'm already concentrating on 2 things.
Yeah.
The light beam and the control weather thing, and I need
Alright.
that for the.
That means we're back around to Grimoire, and you are dogpiled by
Alright.
hideously mutated undead trolls.
I can hit them all.
Hmm,
You
explode.
can haste action to disengage from all movement back in the hallway.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna fireball the fuck out of them.
Kamikaze attack! Alright, you explode. They have a 12 on their dex save. That's not good.
Here's the fire damage. Rerolling 1 and 2s. 1, 2, 4.
There's 3 of them that are 1s and 2s.
Yeah. So. It does not change anything, anyways. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
40.
add +2.
No. It's 43 fire damage.
Alright, 43.
+2. The 1 gets increased by 2. 3.
No. I take the new roll, so I lose the old roll. So, but it's both 5, so. doesn't matter.
Okay. That's like advantage.
This one's at 106. This one's at 110. This one turns to dust and dies completely. This one's got 94 damage now.
Oh, I found it. 3d6 damage. I'm going to add with the acid. I'm rolling it now.
This one's at 125, and that one survives.
There you go. You said it's already died?
Yeah, the one that you put acid on, it died.
Does 21 and a 26 hits one of them?
You're gonna have to wait a minute. I'm still plugging in numbers here.
Yep.
I want to make sure I get them all so we don't miss some damage. This one's gonna be at 89. That's probably the least damaged one. This one's also at 89. And this one's also at 89. Okay, so your fireball killed that one that was badly damaged by the acid attack, and you get a bunch of these other ones close to death with your fireball. Not these ones that have like 80, they're maybe halfway, and not this one that's got 43, he's only a quarter dead. But a bunch of these ones that have over 100 damage, it looks like you've like cooked off most of their meat, and now there's just these sort of mostly skeletal, charred husks of burnt flesh flailing their burnt limbs at you.
They're gonna take an extra 36 radiant damage on their turn.
Yeah, and that's probably going to be enough to kill a lot of these ones.
The one next to me here, the 106.
This one's going to die, and... How much was the damage again?
36.
36. Yeah, this one's gonna die. And this one's gonna die. And... Lag. Alright, this one's gonna die. And... This one's at 130. It does not die.
This one here.
Yeah.
Does the 21 and the 26 hit him?
What are you doing?
Multi-attack.
Can you fireball and attack during... Well, you have haste, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Haste gives you one attack, so just one of those is going to count. But yeah, you can kill it.
My attack is a multi-attack as a fire elemental.
It's a thing about haste, though. When you have haste, it specifies that it only gives you just one attack, even if you have multiple attacks.
26 hit.
Yeah. So you finish that one off.
Okay.
And then these ones are going to move in, and then they're going
Oh,
to take
I
the
was
hit
gonna-
also.
I was gonna move on them. So if you want to make it easier.
Where do you move to?
I'm gonna move straight over here.
Okay, just to catch them all in it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's going to destroy this
With,
one.
with the pillar to my back here. I guess I'm gonna be sitting kind of underneath the orange.
It's 36, right?
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11. Hands in
Boom.
the way.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, radioactive zombies.
125 damage. To this one, 125. To this one, 125. To this one. And this one at the lowest, 79. Alright, so all of these ones, they're going to survive in order to make attacks.
What is that? How much damage on that one? 8,125. I think there's a typo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just 125.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit.
Okay. It is 11:55. We're actually at the end of our session. I want to make a note that the trolls are going to go first when we pick up next week. So
Well, do you guys want to finish that or like they're almost dead, no?
I'd rather just
If
be
they
done killing
smack
them.
you, like 3 of them are gonna die, right? They touch you.
Like,
I have to do 12 troll attacks. That's going to take longer than 5 minutes for sure.
Okay.
You can
Wow.
just roll them all at once and see
Yeah.
what happens.
if you need a third what is it like 31 plus to hit me.
Well, they have plus 14. So they can hit you on a 17, 18... No, 18 through 20. They got a 15% chance to hit.
All right.
All right. Well, if you want me to roll it out, I can do that. I got nowhere to go. So, troll 1, he swings on you, and 17 doesn't hit. He swings on you with his other claw. 26 doesn't
Wait, I
hit.
thought his AC was 31.
Yeah. No, we're all on the same page.
And then he steps in for a bite, and that's a 20. So you can roll your D10 fire damage.
5 damage.
You just want to do the 5.
17 plus 14, 31?
All right, that'll get him to 130. He survives.
He's already doing it at max.
Alright, and then this troll, he swing a 1, and 18 doesn't hit, and he swings his other hand, and he gets a 28, getting close, and then he steps in to bite, and he's got a 23, and then he takes 5 damage. That gets him to 130. And then this one here, he's going to swing with left claw, and it's a miss, and right claw, 29, does not hit, and then steps in for the bite, and, ooh, I rolled a 19, that is a hit. Okay, so the bite attack, he's going to take the extra 5 damage. It gets him to 30, but it doesn't kill him, and he sinks his fangs in. The bite attack does the d6. So, oh, I rolled high. That's gonna hurt. Let's see. 10, 16, 21, 29 bite damage. Okay, and then the last but not least, he's got claw, miss. He's got claw, miss. I rolled an 11. I rolled a 2, and then he steps in with the bite, and I roll an 18, which does hit. I'm getting lucky with the bites. He takes the 5 fire damage for touching you, which puts him at 84 fire damage, and then he sinks those nasty, rotten fangs. And I rolled real low. That's only 18 damage. Very, very low.
It doesn't matter. I just shift back to my regular form.
All right. So he is burned through your wild shape, and you have returned to human.
Yeah, I was actually, I only had one health in that shape left before that hit.
All right. Ring sight. It's your move. What do you do?
Not all dead yet.
Gramorn has been whittling them down. There are 4 trolls trying to claw him. They are just viciously lashing out, windmilling their arms.
Did he take any damage?
Oh yeah, he's taking a bunch. What's your total damage right now?
You would be at 119.
You have taken 119 damage, but he was in his fire elemental form, so it only knocked him out of a wild shape. And now he's back to regular health.
Oh, very interesting.
When you get knocked out of wild shape, Long, when you get knocked out of wild shape, do you take the excess damage?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that last hit would have actually hurt you a little bit.
Okay. I'll take it off.
So you said you had 1 hit point, so you have 17 actual
17.
damage right now.
You roll your temporary hit points for your hero's feast.
Yeah, I just take it off too.
All right, ring sight.
Ah,
So
the pain.
4 trolls left, but they are all burned beyond recognition. It would only take a little bit to kill them. About 8 hit points left each. Well, that one has more. He's not as injured as the others.
Butterfly. Flap. I'm sending him to smack them to death.
All right. Well, I suppose he can hit one of them.
He's got
Whack this
3
one.
attacks.
How much movement does he have?
Like, can he fly in air?
You got to go 40 feet to get where you got to go, just to hit this first one.
Alright. Smack to the face.
All right. You run up, you kill 1 troll. I'm not going to bother with the rolls. And then after ring sight Orin, there are 3 trolls remaining.
I will also run over and give one a smack.
Any amount of damage will kill one of them, and they only have armor class 18, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and stab one.
All right. And pick off one of the ones... Do you want to go after the one that's got a lot of health left, or one of the ones that's easy to kill?
Well, if it's got a lot of health left and it's in close combat, I can definitely get sneak attack damage, which means yes, I should go for that one.
All right. This one's got like 54 hit points. You should be able to finish it off with your sneak attack. I'll roll its perception just in case, but it does not see you. Doesn't see it coming. And they're not smart enough to plan around the fact that you snuck attacked somebody else the previous turn. Mindless, hungry undead.
Well, I probably won't take out if he's got 54 hit points.
Oh, 42. All right.
Well, if it's gonna be I'll just use the guard again. So with the psychic damage, that should take care of it. There we go.
So your dart splits into 6 and kills him off. 22
Yeah,
damage.
22 more. Yep. So total is 64.
All right. Filled with darts and burnt beyond recognition, he cannot regenerate from the final wound, and he dies. Turns to ash. Like a vampire in a Blade movie. They explode in an angry
Yeah.
puff of ashes.
They're great
My
movies.
Grey Forged Dart is also silver tipped.
And that leaves Morg, your beam, which you're still concentrating on your beam, right?
Yeah.
That means you can turn it to blast through those trolls there, but your friends are in the way.
I move 40 feet up to here and then just shoot down this way.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we do a 24 DC Constitution save, disadvantage.
Troll 1 rolls a crit fail, and Troll 2 rolls a crit fail. Double ones again.
And it takes 28 radiant damage.
All right. You get the final hit. You've defeated the pack of trolls.
That's a lot of HP they have.
They are tough. They're tanky. They hit really hard and they hit fast. But they don't have strategy, and they've got vulnerabilities that you can exploit.
Yeah, they hit hard.
If I find anything when I look down. Or just me.
Okay. You have gained access to the plaza. This is a main plaza of the Undercity. So think of this like a mall almost. Like you came out of the power plant next to the well, and you've entered into more of like an area where maybe there were shops set up at one point. Although it's all in ruins now. There's nothing but some benches and some rubble. The 4 central pillars, well, I guess not central, but 4 pillars hold up the roof of this really big room.
I cast a cantrip. I cast a light spell on Morg's staff.
There are 11 rooms connected to this this main room here. And all of them have closed doors.
My stuff is always burning, so I'll have my own source of.
Let's see. The plaza has 7 exits. 1 door north goes back to the well. That's the way you came. 1 door goes west. It looks like on the map that door is a little bit open. And then, let's see. 1 hall south that has a bunch of rooms along the southern hall, and that branches around to some other rooms. So a whole bunch of closed doors. And then there's some more open doors in the northeast corner. And then there's a really big set of doors that are like 20 feet wide.
Look what I did. I didn't even try. Look at my character. I just moved it close to you and boop.
What, you're balanced on a pole?
Yeah.
That's your next profession.
Yep.
All right. So
Walking on stilts.
now we can
Hold it.
pack it up.
Yeah.
Pack it up, pack it in. Kern Region 1.
I'm off to bed. I got jury duty tomorrow.
Jury duty?
Jury duty?
Yep.
All right.
Is it an interesting case?
I don't know, and if it was, I couldn't tell you.
Oh. Well, you could say yes or no.
Do you know about jury nullification?
Aware, I will not be doing it, and now I get to go to sleep.
All right. Good night.
Alright, good
Night.
night.
Let's see what's going on in Twitch land. Did we have any viewers? We had Luxury Hourglass PP3 Fucks GV.
Okay.
All right. People got some wacky names. Thanks for watching. I'll end the stream there. Catch us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.